Welcome back to On the Beaten Path, and this time we are in the pristine, highly organized city-state of Singapore. And I'm a little down today, actually. I just arrived, and as you can tell, I do not have my guitar with me. And if you've watched any of the shows before, you know I take it everywhere I go. So here's the deal. I had my guitar, as I always do, strung across my back, and we were filming a little segment on Orchard Road, which is their big shopping street here in Singapore. And just as I pulled the guitar out in front of me, a police officer came to talk to me. Apparently, you're not allowed to have any sort of public performance without a permit here in Singapore. Okay, no busking, what have you. So not only did he ask me to put my guitar away, but he also asked to see the camera and watched us as we deleted the footage. Unbelievable. So Singapore is known for a fine state because you get fined for everything you do. So, let's go find out the things you can't do in Singapore, shall we? Even if you look both ways in Singapore, you're still not allowed to cross the street. Singapore is big in promoting a healthy lifestyle, but there's nowhere for you to park your bike. You'll get a fine. Don't park your bike here. Not here. Anywhere else, but here. Singapore. They don't even want you to come and visit them at their homes. According to these signs in Singapore, you can't even go to the bathroom on the escalators. Say what? We're at the MRT station here in Singapore, which is like the subway station in North America. And once again, bombarded with a list of things we can't do. No durians? No eating or drinking? What if I'm thirsty? Unbelievable. $500. Now, one thing that Singapore does really well is they have a wonderfully enforced no smoking policy here. In fact, Randall, give me a pack of cigarettes. In fact, if you bring in cigarettes from Malaysia, which Randall does because he's kind of a nimwad, if the police here in Singapore catch you with a Malaysian pack of cigarettes, that's $500 Sing in fines just for having cigarettes from another country. Randall, give me your pack of smokes from Singapore. Thank you. So we got an empty pack of smokes here from Singapore, which Randall actually scurried to the bathroom with. Now, you need to know, on the beaten path, we don't encourage smoking. Randall's a bit of an idiot, so he decides to do this to his body. But we're gonna get one over on the Singapore police. And we're gonna put our Malaysian cigarettes in the Singapore pack. Now, Singapore is so ridiculous that they even stamp and tattoo each one of their cigarettes that says Singapore duty paid per cigarette on each cigarette. And if they catch you with one that doesn't have one on it, they'll fine you per cigarette. Ridiculous. Randall, nice work, buddy. We outsmarted them. But Singapore, one fine they do have that's good. Strong anti-smoking laws. Who would have thought that Randall would have been smart enough to outsmart him? Not me. Singapore, they're always so wonderfully efficient. In this store, in an effort to decrease visual pollution, they made one sign that says, "Do not do anything," which includes bringing your pregnant cat or your inbred multi-breed dog here. Oh, no cameras. Whoops. Sorry. So I figure it's pretty important I get some money out of the bank machine. Seeing as how you can get fined for pretty much everything you do in this country, I don't want to be left with no money. Although, I did hear that if you're busted for something here, whether it be littering or what have you, or spitting or smoking where you're not supposed to, the cops actually have a credit card, little thingamajig on their belt, where they can put your credit card in, you can pay your fine on the spot. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna pay cash. Transaction cannot be processed. It's not as efficient here as one would lead you to believe. Oh, it's a crying shame. I'm defeated. I am personally defeated. We're in such a beautiful country. It's so well organized. But unless you have a deep wallet, you can't get away with doing anything because you're fined for everything you do that's mildly fun. Like there's this boat right here. Check this boat out. Imagine if we had our instruments and there was a tour going on. I guess like that boat right there, there's a bunch of people. If we just took our instruments, walked on that boat, and we played a concert for a bunch of people here in Singapore. If only we could do something like that. That would be fun. What's that?
The statue only, you're not allowed to take.
So we can take a photo of the statue,
Yes,
but we cannot of the graffiti? Why? Did you make it? Is it your graffiti?
Yeah, the student made one.
A student made it, and the student doesn't want anybody to take a photo of it?
Yeah.
Can I call the student and ask them?
I don't know which student.
Oh, so how do you know we can't?
Student.
How do you know we can't take a photo of this?
Because my management informed us that outside not allowed to.
So the student told the manager, and then the manager told you.
No, I mean this one is the draw by the student. The management told us by right, the outsider should not take photos.
Okay.
Only they are allowed to take
So
the
we can
statue.
take a photo of Mr. Lim Haktai,
Yes, correct.
but we can't take a photo of the art. Now, if I can, Mr. Lim Haktai, he's the founder of
Yes,
fine
correct.
arts here, right,
Yes.
in Singapore. Don't you think Mr. Lim Haktai would be proud of such a wonderful piece of art that we could take a photo of? Don't you think he'd be
just
so proud?
following the procedures.
Oh,
so
well,
no
yes,
choice. We're
you've been
looking
given
for
a,
them.
you've been given a list of rules,
Yeah, correct.
and you have to follow your list
Yes,
of
that's
rules.
right.
I see. Well, that's how it is, right? That's how it is. Okay. All right. So we won't take a photo of the art, but we'll take a photo of the guy who made art possible.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. What's your name?
Mala?
Aramella?
Yes.
How are you doing? Thank you very much for your time and for your enforcement of the rules.
Thank you, sir.
We shall follow them also.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. I'm kind of getting a little nervous